everyone.
Hey guys.
It's us again. So today we're going to talk about an article from Very Smart Brothers, which is a really fun, intellectual website. A lot of talking black people. This article, essay, whatever you would like to call it, was written by Dustin Siebert, and it's called What I've Learned and What I'm Learning a Year After My Divorce. So he has like 6 key points of what he's learned, and I sent one of them to you.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was the most interesting. There are a lot of really interesting things in his writing, but this particular point was really interesting to me.
Yeah, it was. Basically, it's the 5th point. Go check the article out. We'll put a link down in the description. But his 5th point was that marriages are changing, and he talks about how humans aren't actually kind of meant to be in long-term monogamous relationships. And I read it. I don't really agree, but you got me asking the question, like are humans meant for that? Like, did we just, the kind of just a social thing that we all agreed to, or it was forced upon us, or is it like something we actually need to survive?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I think that technically we need communities to survive, because if you're isolated, there's your likelihood of survival long term can be good or bad depending on your skill set, but of course, there's no lineage if you're alone. If there's no one else around you, there's no one else, so there's no more people, so it's not the same. But he also talks about how a large part of this is how women don't need men anymore to have households to be financially stable, like they did back in whatever time period. Women actually needed men to, make money, to have money. We can work now. We
Like
don't
the
make
50s?
something like that. I mean, no, if you're black, it's like the 90s. So, yeah, it's a large part of it. It's just like women aren't tied down by marriage. We're not given, in this country, for the most part, depending on your culture, we're not given as, a gift or prize that you pay for, and things like that for your family. Kind of just are independent, and you hopefully are self-sufficient, and you make your own way. And then now marriage is all about love. It's not about circumstance or how well you mesh and match with someone necessarily. Although I've seen studies that say that marriages where people are more equal, or match more with education, finances, things like that, are more likely to succeed.
And that makes sense.
But that's because of things like money being a big contributor to failed marriages or failed relationships, religion and culture, and your ideas of sex and sexuality and all those things, and raising children, are just how you are seen as a couple and portrayed as a couple. Those things all tie into the reasons why people think it's just easier if you're just the same people.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, but only technically. And the thing is, humans aren't technical. Like, we're machines and all that. But once you get down to the nitty gritty of your mind and how you exhibit culture and trauma and social conditioning, we're all very different.
Well,
I think.
Well, yeah, if you go down that deep, but we're just talking
You're
about
marrying
religion and money.
We're just not just those things.
Yeah, just those things. And color.
And color.
That helps.
It depends, because there's a lot of. There's so much racism, so much discrimination. Moving on. So, I think that one of the other parts of this article, but also his 5th comment about marriage changing, is that the idea of what a marriage is supposed to look like is so clouded by these fantasies that people don't realize the work that goes into a marriage, and that you don't just like meet it's not a meet cute situation in a rom-com where you just fall in love, go through whatever it takes, hike the mountain, get the marriage, go to the wedding with the date you hate, whatever you do in rom-coms, and then end up together happily ever after. In rom-coms, you never see that end. You don't know if they were married for 40 years.
It probably gets worse.
Or 40 minutes. Yeah, I mean,
if somebody chased me down in the airport, hopped through security, and was like, "I love you," give me some flowers and some shit, I'm like, that's creepy, man. Like, we've only known each other for like a week. I came in for my sister's wedding, and now you tracked me down at the airport. Like, who told you I was leaving? Like, we stopped talking on Wednesday. It's Friday now, and now you're just gonna come run and come get me? Like, that's not cool.
Well, I mean, at a wedding, people are very open about where they're going. It's what it's like said, like, oh yeah, my cousin.
It still seems creepy.
Maybe, and also you can't run through airports in the United States anymore.
Exactly. So, something shady. He didn't sneak in me. That means he done bought a ticket. That's even creepier. Or he just paid and they just got money just blowing on tickets for no reason.
So is a man running after you in this scenario? Yes. Yes.
Why would a woman chase me?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess. Well, women can do the chasing, can't they?
Yeah, but she don't chase me from the airport.
We don't know. One of the questions that I kind of raised to myself while I was reading this was that, when I think I don't know what the definition of monogamy is, because the way I've always used it has been like, in your relationship, you don't get into a relationship with anyone else because you're exclusive with this one person. But then I was thinking, does that anthropologically, like what this article was talking about, does that mean sexually exclusive relationship, partnerships, money, household? Because in some places, who you live with isn't necessarily who you're romantically involved with or who you have sex with and things like that. So I think I don't know that definition.
I gotta Google monogamy. Google says monogamy is the practice or state of being married to one person at a time. Nothing to do with sex or love or nothing.
Second definition.
The habit of having only one mate at a time.
No, second, not third.
The practice or state of having a sexual relationship with only one partner.
It's confusing.
And then that says zoology.
Yeah, the third one was the habit of having one
mate. Okay.
only one mate at a time.
Alright, so
at the basis of animals.
Yeah, so the practice or state of being married or having a sexual relationship with only one partner.
Yeah, but then at a time. So
just at a time.
So that's confusing because
wait, so I can be monogamous with one girl on Thursday and then be monogamous with a different girl on Friday?
Oh God.
Does that count?
Yeah, that was really all I had. It was just it was really interesting because his perspective is from someone who's gotten a divorce and he's dating again, figuring himself out, taking in information that he doesn't want, and advice he doesn't want from people, and navigating that, which is funny because you get the same type of advice when you're married, so it's like, either way, you're screwed. People will not shut up.
That's just kind of how people work. Everybody's always knows the best way to do something, regardless of how many times you've done it or how well you've done it. Somebody knows a way that you could actually do it better, no matter what you say.
But none of these involve a personal check, a blank check, a gift card, cash. It's always just
I don't think cash is going to solve a divorce.
It's not going to solve it, but I mean, if you say to someone, "Oh, you should take your wife out on one of your dates," and you don't finance the dates, I feel like that's rude. Unless you're well, you could just stay home and cook. It's like, well, we need food. So, but money is not the root of all things that you need necessarily. But
money
it's
can
helpful.
buy happiness, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh my gosh, every time.
This is how we do.